comes a time when the amazing, the mighty, and the uncanny must come together as one.
Okay, so we're catching up on Lego Marvel Superheroes, the next superhero game from TT Games. We first saw it a couple of months back. What are you guys showing off here at E3?
So at E3, what we're doing is we're showing off the Asgard level, which is an awesome level where Loki goes to get the Tesseract. It's part of the wider story, and the heroes go after him. They dive through the Bifrost, end up in like this whole frozen mental Asgard, because Loki's called in the Frost Giants from Jotunheim, and the good guys have got to basically go and get the Tesseract back off him. Towards the end of the level, Loki brings the Destroyer armor to life, and there's like an epic showdown. So we're showing like this new level that's partway through the game, and we're also showing a few new characters as well. So we're showing Human Torch, we're showing Venom, we're showing Magneto. So there's a few cool, exciting new things we're showing, and we're showing an epic Lego wall, which is really cool, and I want to take back to the office. So it's awesome.
So it sounds like those new characters bring something unique to the table, much like the first characters that you revealed and showed off. They're different. Can you talk us through a little bit what they bring?
Yeah, so we're really focusing with Lego Marvel on the characters. The game is all about the characters, whether it's one of the big Lego figures like Hulk, or whether in the Asgard level, whether it's characters like Human Torch. So Human Torch, he's Johnny Storm. He can flame on, flame off when he wants. So he has the power of flight. He can use fireballs. That's really exciting. We've also got Wolverine. He's a character in this level. You know, he's got his animal instincts, so he can sniff out like hidden things that most people can't see. So we use that as a mechanic. And obviously he's got his claws. He's really cool with the claws. We've got Captain America. He's got his vibranium shield, so he can use that to deflect like laser beams, and the Destroyer's got this really awesome beam, so he can deflect that. So all these characters are like really important in the mechanics of that level. And again, what we're doing is trying to make sure that every single character is what you'd expect, whether you've watched the cartoons or read the comics. It's like in your head you have a mental vision of like what a character is. So we're trying to make sure we do that. You know, we've got Mr. Fantastic as a free play character in the demo as well, and like that dude's crazy. He's like, you know, he can transform into a coffee pot. He's all stretchy and like his head and everything. And we're just trying to make sure we bring these characters to life and do them justice.
So I can imagine that you've worked on so many different licenses that everyone is unique in the way you work with. How's working with Marvel? How's that turning out? I mean, they're doing things with a lot of different people. What's it like working with them?
Well, you know, working with Marvel is like super exciting. You know, we in the office we are absolutely super pumped about it, because it's stuff that you know, we're comic book geeks. You know, yes, we're game geeks, but we're comic book geeks, and so working with these guys is really good. But those guys are so creative, and you know, we bounce back and ideas back and forth, and you know, they'll be like, why don't you do this, or why don't you add this, or why don't you include this character? And so it's a really creative process, and those guys are just being like really helpful. And as a sort of like unit, all the different elements in this game, whether it's Warner Brothers or whether it's Lego, whether it's the great team at TT, it's just a really good creative sort of like get together, creative collaboration, and the game's looking great. You know, we're really proud of it.
And the characters, sort of their voices and stuff, what kind of approach are you taking to that? Are you sort of trying to bring in movie voice actors, or are you going with the cartoon voice actors, or because you got some choices there, or something completely different?
Well, at the moment we haven't announced who the voices are, but like last week before I flew out to LA, we were like up into the early hours in all the recording sessions, and we've done all the VO now. And when the cast does get announced, people are just going to go, wow, that is a killer game cast. So yeah, I don't know when we're planning to announce it, but it's a really good cast. And I think people just need to stay tuned, because they'll be looking through going, that is just unreal. You know, this has got a cast of like well over 100 characters, and the voice cast is just epic. It's really cool.
So what's the roadmap ahead, and what kind of platforms are you bringing it out to? It's usually a long list of platforms, right?
Yeah, well, the cool thing about Lego Marvel Superheroes is, yeah, we're going to bring a different gaming experience from what you're seeing here onto the handhelds. So that's a really exciting but different game following the same story. And then for the consoles, we're releasing on we're going to release on PC, Wii U, 360, and PlayStation 3, and we're really excited. Yesterday we announced we're also going to be releasing on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. So, you know, we are so excited to be like bringing this Lego Marvel experience to as many people as can play it. It's going to be a busy few months, but we're really excited.
You have a release date in mind yet?
Yeah, absolutely. The release date at the minute is in October this year, so we're really super excited about that. And then for next generation consoles, we're going to be around in the launch window. We're yet to actually finalise the date, but yeah, it's going to be really soon.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Cheers. Thanks.